What's going on? Welcome to April 23rd weekly meeting screen share. We're going to jump all over the place and then we're going to nail down crypto and what's ahead. First of all, always remember where you started. And in crypto, where you started. Like, remember the times when you were chasing the coins that you were asking people, what should I buy? What should I buy? Or coins, you were diving deep into them and you're like, this coin is going to take over the world, and you were falling in love with the coins, and you would never sell them, and you're going to hold them forever. Well, listen, these coins on KuCoin, they die, right? They 99% of the coins will die. KuCoin just delists them and they just fade away. The coins that were supposed to do everything last metaverse season, and they don't even have a working project yet. Like, that's just a cash grab, right? So let's be realistic about what this market is and how many people are in it for your money. Understand that they are selling you the dream. Now, we profit on the dream. So as an analogy, here's where I started. This is a house or trailer that I lived in. And I mean, mind you, like I was doing very well and I didn't really care where I lived, but it just became time to upgrade. And it really made sense. Like, it's crazy because it's just a bunch of, zeros and commas and zeros and commas. And then you start, I remember I bought the Infinity and parked it at the trailer. And I'm just like, I remember like it's yesterday. I'm like, this is legit. Like, this is real. It's almost, until you start to spend some of the money that you make in crypto, I lost touch with it, and still lost touch with it. But I go and I buy this big office and expect to create happiness and having a nice place to live, feels good, but didn't give me happiness. And actually had a hard time with relationships. This business and this journey has been toxic to my relationships. Lost a couple girlfriends due to my work ethic and not taking any time for myself, much less anybody else. And so you got to have balance, right? That's been the key I've been talking about lately, is find balance. The Corvette, I bought the Corvette, and that thing is fun to drive. And I'm telling you what, I've driven every Lamborghini there is, and I'm telling you, this Corvette, number one, it's faster. You're just paying for the name with Lamborghini. The seats in the Lamborghini is hard. They're hard, and their sound system is terrible. This thing has 16 speakers, and it rattles. The whole thing just shakes. It's crazy how well built. And I never thought I would buy an American car. Here's one thing I want to share with you real quick. So I got a nail in the tire of the Corvette. Nobody in town would touch it. They're like, "Oh, we don't want the liability. We don't want the liability of the Corvette." Then I finally took it to the dealership, and the dealer said, "Okay, we can patch it, no problem." Well, get another nail in the tire, and it was too close to the sidewall. $650 repair bill. Well, I need a new tire, $650. And I'm thinking, and I built a garage just for a Lamborghini. It's like the YouTube thing to do, right? And I'm different. Like, I'm not really about collecting a whole bunch of materialistic things. Like, I found out it doesn't make me happy. Now, driving this Corvette, I'm telling you what, this, I get in this and I take it for a drive when I'm stressed out, and it makes me feel successful. It makes a lot of, puts me in a very, very good mindset real quick. And so I'm grateful for that. But I went from a trailer to a home that I decorated myself because I couldn't find a decorator. And the point is, when you start to make a ton of money in this market, you're going to learn a lot about yourself, because life isn't, for me, what I thought it was, right? My dad was a gambler. Like, I remember being young and he'd have 200 scratch offs, and I would sit and I would scratch off these scratch off tickets for him, and he'd pay me and just scratch them off. And he made millions of dollars, and he quit his job, and he bought everybody in the family a new car, got himself a Lexus, got me a nice car. And we used to fly out to Vegas once a month on free. And my dad lost touch with money too, but he's addicted to gambling, and money is addictive. And how much is enough? And you'll find yourself, you'll get to a point where, okay, I have made this much. And trust me, this is going to make a lot more sense in over the next year and a half when we hit a bull market, bull run, which is coming, life-changing money. You've got to take profits. It's just it's not even going to feel real. It's like monopoly money. It doesn't even, you see all these ones and zeros. You walk in the banks that you bank with, they know your name. They give you preferential treatment, and it's life-changing. But you have to be able, you're really going to find out who you are, because all of a sudden you don't, for me, it's weird because I don't have friends. Everybody works. And I love helping you guys, right? I love it. And so I'm putting my heart, soul, everything I can in this group just to help you guys. And I just really want to make that clear. The channel, we're going to do some shorts, and we're going to do some ideas where we're doing other things besides crypto. But we're going to jump to crypto now. But I just wanted you to know, just give you some insight. Money only fixes money problems. If you do not surround yourself with positive, good-hearted people, because when the money comes, you'll have all the attention, and they're there for the wrong reasons. And I'm really good at reading people, and I can, you know, it's just like those altcoins, those S coins on KuCoin. Right, I can tell that here, we'll pay you 5,000. Talk about this. No, I don't want to do it. I don't do that. If it's a good project, will you cover it? Will you read this script? Same company. We'll pay you 10,000. No, they'll give me here, and I'm not going to name the YouTubers, but they'll give me 5 very popular YouTubers that you guys would know in a second, and they give me the video links of everybody else that has done them. But what people don't realize is these bear markets hit and people get wrecked. So just remember, gem picks are only gem picks until they roll over. Now, we are about to go through a different period in crypto where if Bitcoin hits the lows again, if not, may or may not happen. Possibly we put in a bottom at 15,000. You'll be able to accumulate coins at really cheap prices. But me, here's let me show you my strategy. Here's what I do. And I don't nail the bottoms, and that's okay. I've got a very good friend in group who's younger. He went to college for 4 years, and he wanted to be super successful. And he hit me up the other day and he's like, "Are you hiring? Because I can't find a job. I can't find a job." I feel like society raises a bunch of worker bees and they have everybody programmed to be worker bees, go work for somebody else, go make somebody else rich, right? And I want you guys to break out of the mold. And it's almost like once you start to get this, you feel like you're above the norm, in the sense that like they're riding 9 to 5, sipping coffee, and they don't see this. It's like it's right in front of you, but they don't see this. And I talk to people all the time, and oh, Bitcoin, oh yeah, that's so risky, and it is, but the biggest opportunity of our lifetime is coming over the next year and a half. And we're going to have ups and downs. We're going to have a lot of sideways, boring price action. We are going to make as many of you millionaires as possible. We got to get your bag size up on KuCoin, but we're going to make you guys a lot of money. Let me just run through some of these real quick. Yesterday was crazy. I mean, I'm looking at these houses, 5,000 square feet on the coast. Only problem is Walmart's 25 minutes away. Took a little time, went fishing, caught some bluegill at the neighbor's pond. We have 5 ponds. I bought half the street. I used to manage a restaurant. I used to lay sod. I could show you guys some pictures. I'm average Joe crypto. You guys can do this. I'm telling you, you guys can do this. The best part about this is I can show you how I did it, and you'll learn at hyperspeed. And so I was down here on the 5-minute time frame last night. And so Trip in the group, we kind of feed off of each other, right? He's taking things to the next level, a level that maybe I don't use, but he's very successful. I've done very well, very, very well, because I limit risk. Okay. And so notice here, you've got on the 5-minute chart, we'll just start zoomed in. You've got your double bottom. And so there's a falling wedge coming down here, right? All this is like falling wedges, like crisscross back and forth. If you go through these patterns, right? And so falling wedges are rising wedges, right? And so now when you break down, I didn't see volume until here. Okay, and so that's the main thing. Let volume be your guide. Let me make sure I can see you guys. You guys can see. You guys can see and hear me okay? Just double checking. 110, 109 people here. Let me just tell people to come ask your questions. Okay, so Bitcoin 5-minute chart. I saw this double bottom, right? So I'm looking for short-term upside. But remember, if you're on the 5-minute chart and you got a double bottom with this depth, what does that mean? That means your measured move is here. Like, these aren't big patterns. Smaller time frames, smaller patterns, smaller moves. Higher time frames, bigger patterns, bigger moves. but smaller patterns play out all day long. If you're a short-term trader, and it's okay to be a short-term trader with a small amount, and practice, right? And practice, because this price action tells me so much that I can see now that I could never have seen. If you're in a job or career that you've been in for a while and you started day one and you didn't really know what you were doing, and then 6 years later, like, you can do it without, you could be on the phone, talking, typing, texting, all at the same time, which I'd like to see a video of if you guys could do all three of those at the same time. But listen, most important thing is, okay, the price action is really built of a lot of falling wedges and rising wedges. Okay. And this is just chop, right? But okay, so let volume be your guide. And so you have volume here. You see the red volume. You've got the big drop. And so why was that volume there? So you come in here and you put the pattern in, right? And practice this. Perfect rising channel. 68% chance it breaks to the downside. And it dumped. And you got your volume. Okay. See the volume here and the volume here? Right? You see it? You guys don't overcomplicate this. Patterns, use divergence, and then multiple time frames, right? Multiple time frames. This double bottom would have been easy to pick up. And then you have this long rising channel. And let's say you're just trying to, you see it on this side. You have this long rising channel. I'll zoom out. Real quick, let me just tell you this. You guys, April 19th, stops in place. As always, Bitcoin had a 58% run up with no significant pullback. And then I posted, like, be cautious, be cautious. When I do that, I'm selling. Okay, I can't have a legal team, and they're not going to let me say, sell all your crypto. I could have been wrong too. I could have been wrong. But this is my thought process, okay? And it was built on the CME chart. And always, you can go over to the CME and it cleans up so Bitcoin spot is messy, right? It's easily manipulated. And I want to make sure that you know that you can come to, and again, it's BTC1 exclamation. Come over here to Bitcoin CME futures. What do we know about rising channels? And notice in here, if you are a trader, which we are, but if you are a shorter term trader, you've got patterns on patterns on patterns in the bigger patterns, right? Okay, falling wedge, 68% chance of a break to the upside, happened. Bull flag, supposed to break higher. Doesn't always with Bitcoin. Like, it's a little bit hit or miss. But as soon as you have 1, 2, 3 touches right here, you've got 1 touch, 2, 3, you've got your touches, right? This thing breaks out above this level and you're buying. And I'm just really wanting to see a bullish posture out of Bitcoin. And then I'm going to go to KuCoin. I've been helping a friend on KuCoin. She went from $1,000 to $7,000. And all I've been having her do is hold the coins with falling wedges. But you need Bitcoin to be bullish like this, right? For it to work. And let me make a note. And this is my easy. This strategy it's new. It's new. And I use it all the time. But on KuCoin, it's just all your Twitter influencers, and I've recruited a lot of people from Twitter in the group to post in VIP, and they move the market a little bit. And if everybody's calling the same coin, then they move the market a lot. And so if there's a pattern out there that is a cup, and then you get a falling wedge, and the price action is working right here, you can, if Bitcoin is bullish, just hold this coin. Especially if there was like a major support back here. Like a lot of times you'll have the price action come down to this level, bounce, and then run down here. And this level right here matches up. This is not exactly to scale, sorry. This really needs to be moved up a bit. But you've got your catalyst, right? You've got your catalyst. So then you got a cup and handle, rounded bottoms pay the bills. You got a cup and handle. Always look for these massive drops wherever the price. I mean, you have to just imagine how many buyers had to be sitting right here to make that to make the price reverse. Like, this is a massive sell-off, and this level is magical. And this is going to force a breakout of a falling wedge. And you can just, when Bitcoin dominance is trending lower, on these small caps, it doesn't matter as much. But we're going to start getting news, okay? The end of the quarters, we're going to start getting news. And the coins with news, easy money. You find good technical patterns paired with news. And again, we're putting together an app, and we just got, and this is a cool, I haven't even, we're putting an app. We've got to get more server space, but this app's going to be life-changing. Look, you go to news, and now you can go and you can sort the news. Right. And we're gonna do, and I want to know, I got to change some of this stuff. Events, it's called. Okay, look at this though. April 23rd, sushi wormhole. So this is a little bit too soon, right? The run-ups, and when Bitcoin is dumping, like, the news doesn't really matter as much. But we'll go ahead and we'll look a month in advance. Okay, so again, this is a new feature. We just added this finally, and we want to look at I know mainnet's right here somewhere. I think mainnet. We need beta. We need testnet. We need testnet added. Let me message him, testnet. Okay, let me write down just a note to work on. We've got admins testing this out, so they're going to be posting better setups all the time. We need testnet on here. So I need to go through the words added to news. Okay, so what you're able to do with this is, let's see if there's anything good. This is the second quarter. Beta launch, right? So you can see DSLA May 16th, right? Then you can take this and you can find on your screener, you want to go to KuCoin, and you want to find smaller cap coins, and then I'm sorry. Then you can sort right here, upcoming events. And okay, DSLA has 6 upcoming events. Okay, so we're going to look at it. And again, it's going to give you a breakdown. It's going to tell you the market cap. I've got someone building an add-on for Tradingview. I got to write this down. Add-on Tradingview. It's going to update like every 30 to 60 seconds. To update it every second, it would cost about $5,000 a year. So we're going to start with that. And I want you guys to be excited about what's coming, because right now there's a lot of beta testing. I'm not putting my name behind something until it is next level. You guys know me, right? If you want to shill something, shill yourself. And you should. I mean, I'm just saying in life, in general. Be confident in yourself. You have the most upside there is in life. You can 100x faster than any one of these altcoins based on what we're learning in the group. This knowledge will set you free. Do you understand me? Your ability to learn these ideas will change your life forever. And I've got people thanking me like, I made this much on gold. I've got a person that was actually my mentor. He's loading up on copper and metals. And I'm just like, yeah, I just trade crypto. And then come to find out, he's like, Chris, you do know that EVs, Teslas, need a ton of copper in their batteries. And I'm like, really? And it just started to, and then the stock market goes down, and he did real well on some metals. And so the point is, there's a lot that I'm covering today and some tangents that I'm known for, but you've got your between 10 million and 100 million. These coins are going to be kind of pumpy. They're going to move really well. This is a $14 million market cap, DSL. Okay, so we want to see the event. I haven't. Let me see what it does when I go to Twitter. April 21st, Protocol X, DSLA, Metaverse. Okay, look, they have gamification in progress, 75%. DSLA for AVAX, which the United States calls the SEC. Don't even get me started how archaic they are they call it a security, but they're going to add support in preparation for Amazon's NFTs, which Amazon scratched it. So DSLA protocol and metaverse, but the whole idea is the gamification is coming. All right. And so that's hype. And do you see how easy I was able to use and find the news? Okay, so the front, I don't even know what this coin is, but we're going to look. DeFi. There's got to be an easy link where I could see the news. Again, I've just been working hard, and I got to get with these guys are beta testing it right now. All the admins are beta testing it. And so, okay, here is March 21st. Frontier Bundle Beta is finally here. Web3 Hypeword, Web3 portfolio coming. Beta users receive email access soon. Okay, they also have staking. They've got staking coming. They've got an easy way to connect wallet addresses using Frontier. And so it'll bring you attention to where the attention goes, the money goes. And this is just a way, and again, we're working on it like full time. Like we're trying to get this out. But the best part is you can go to Signals and you can cross-reference all this news-wise. And you want bullish divergence on the RSI. There's bearish divergence. I had somebody that checked everything, every single one of these bullish. Okay, so let's look at KuCoin. Let's look at So with divergence, here's an easy way to understand this. You are going to see 5-minute bullish divergence is going to give you a small move. The smaller time frames give you smaller moves. Daily bullish divergence is going to be a bigger move, a much bigger move. Weekly bullish divergence, huge move. $10,000 move, like huge, possibly, right? On Bitcoin, I'm saying, right? I'm just the hot with divergence, the higher the time frame, the bigger the move. Okay. And so you'll go through here. We'll just pick the hour. And we're on KuCoin. And so you notice down here we've got market cap. We want to look at market caps so that are going to move pretty well. 10 million to 100 million. We got the 1 hour. Okay. And now we can go down. Do you want to know all the AI on the 1 hour? Do you want to... There's a whole list of everything you want. Let's say the Solana ecosystem is pumping, is moving. You want to you can sort through all these chains and it will find them and it will give you a real easy way. So incoming bullish cross, this is 15-minute. Let's go 1 hour. So let's search it. But in that bullish cross makes me bullish divergence on the histogram, bullish divergence on the RSI. Okay. And then again, this is AI, and I covered this, and this did pretty well for us. We got, I think, 40% out of it, out of everything. But essentially, you can pull these up. I'm not sure. Here it is. So you can look at the different time frames of what's happening real quick. Line charts, right? Let's see. But again, there's going to be a way to, you'll just be able to, I'm going to use, me personally, Tradingview. There's probably Tradingview built into this. Again, it's all works in progress, but you see the power that this is going to give us to find the bangers. This app is going to be epic, and we're working very hard on it. Acoin is doing big things. So we were looking at, let's just look at Acoin real quick because it's up. And we'll just talk about this chart. Hope I'm not logged in. No. Okay. So this coin has not, it's pumped here, but it has not pumped and again, I'd have to go to Bitcoin to see something here. And this is, I don't like charting on KuCoin. I always chart on Tradingview. But you see you got the volume coming in. I'll use the wicks here because these line up perfect. And so I'm looking for a retest here. This could be, so see how you got this wick here? Here. Okay, so now are you going to get this bullish retest off of Acoin? Acoin, and again, I'm going to have a little, actually, you can hit this I, and you're supposed to be able to see the market cap, right? On this one, you can't. The problem is TA works amazing on the bullish level when Bitcoin's bullish. So we're coming over here and we're going to look at Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? Okay, Bitcoin broke down of this bear flag and potentially could bearishly retest it, you know. So if it doesn't, needs to break higher. You start getting in these 5-minute time frames, and I'm just trying to nail entries on this stuff, right? And understand, I'll have complete videos on, once this is finished, I'll have complete videos. You can search by low RSI, you can search by high RSI, you'll have different layouts, you'll have alerts. If you want a bullish cross of the 50 and the 200 to alert you, it'll be here. You've got all your news. If you want to just look through, you know, regular crypto news, you'll have your events, and you can see, I don't have any alerts, I don't have any layouts, but you can see that, okay, April 23rd, we really need to go a month ahead, right? Or give it some time, 2 weeks ahead, because you want the hype. Okay, so here's, okay, DSLA, write this down. Here it is. DSLA testnet launch. And this is what I'm talking about. This will move, and it has a bunch of news too as well. So they're going to launch their testnet. So now the easiest, most successful trades, and Bitcoin has got to work with us. Just be slightly bullish. This news will not play out well if Bitcoin is dumping. It will not play out at all if Bitcoin is dumping. Bitcoin needs to just move sideways, and then you want to see Bitcoin dominance. If you're new and you don't understand any of this, you will, because I'll drive it into you. I will talk about it repeatedly over and over every single day until you can't take it anymore. And then I will keep pushing you to succeed. And so if we take a look at Bitcoin dominance real quick, not the 5 minute, let's go 4 hour. Okay, so Bitcoin dominance is, this tells us when altcoin trading is easy. We had amazing altcoin trading just on this small move, and it was like a 49% to 47%, a 2% move. We'll get moves on this. Let me go back here, hang on. On this thing, altcoin season, and these are mini altcoin seasons, and it's just like, let the money flow, right? If I go in here and go, you hit the plus sign, and we do ETH USDT. We'll use new price scale on this, new price scale. Okay, and then now look at this. Okay, so we have our Bitcoin dominance peaked out. Ethereum, I always like it in blue. I'm super OCD, by the way. I vacuum my garage. People make fun of me, but I'm really clean freak. Okay, so this was Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance was at its high. Bitcoin dominance started falling, and what did we say happens when Bitcoin dominance falls? We say mini altcoin season. This is Ethereum. Ethereum ran from $1,000 to $2,000. You had 100% run up out of Ethereum right here. So this is why, and it's like a mirror, right? Like a mirror. Ethereum up and Bitcoin dominance down. Okay. Not a lot of the major pivots a lot of the major pivots are the most important. Okay. Okay, so let's run through what Bitcoin's doing on regular time scales. But I just wanted to, again, give you more of my thought process. And like I said, I did everything I could to. Doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. So I'm teaching a new trader how to trade. And she has been pretty successful. In a couple months, I think she's up 7x. All right, I'll just clean that up a little bit. But again, she had a real small bag. She had a real small bag. You give me a small bag on KuCoin, and I can 10x it all day, right? But for me, what am I going to do with $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, right? I like to trade big. I don't like to trade for 2 months and make $10,000. That's not for me. It doesn't make sense. Okay, we said the bulls must hold this support line. Didn't happen. Here we are. So the bad part is when you have a falling wedge and it breaks to the downside, know that you get parabolic price drops. I think we're going to get a lot of clarity tonight and tomorrow. Okay. Has this hit the measured move yet? It will, because it's going to gap down. And so if you're familiar with trading gaps, there's a video on that, but it's going to open down below here. And then a lot of times gaps do get filled, but I don't trade gaps because they're inconsistent. Right? If you knew how many gaps I got this new I mean, this is just my mindset. I got this new strategy. I have this new strategy. It's all these gaps are going to get filled. These gaps are going to get filled. And then Bitcoin runs away the opposite direction. And I totally missed the move. And I broke up with trading gaps. Dumped it. ES1. Okay, what you have is stocks. This thing, if it double tops, your measured move is here. If it double tops, it's coming down here. If it breaks these levels and you see it back here, we're still looking at stocks, right? We're still maybe not paying as much attention to them. But if this breaks down and Bitcoin already broke down, you're going to get some kind of support bounce. There's definitely a lot of support right here as well, but this is a measured move, but there's a lot of support right here. 25,000. You lose this level and it gets ugly. Bots are buying my setups right now. You're trading against the bots right now. But the best part is it brings a bunch of volume in, and then you get the retests like you have here, and that's where you make a ton of money, is when you buy at the retest, because the strongest group of buyers is sitting right here. But do you see how I use like this small candle wick? There's a couple here. There's a couple more here. I can get a bunch of touches off these wicks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And so, you're looking for upside based on this idea. A coin on KuCoin, probably in this area. But it's like Sunday. Bitcoin is one great thing about KuCoin is it doesn't affect these small caps as much. A coin is already up 15%, so it's kind of hard to ape into it. If I posted on Twitter, it would pump 30%. But you if you got $1,000 bag, you can get in and out of it. You got a $10,000 bag, good luck getting out of it, because your $10,000 is going to move the market. and then you got to get out. Okay, someone asked about a 35% loss. Never used a stop loss, or so somebody lost 35% up here probably. Listen, I'm telling you right now, on stop losses, you will lose your tail. You'll lose your rear end, right? You've got to set alerts. Alerts will not get missed. There is not enough liquidity on these coins, on KuCoin, to fill your stop losses. You've got to do both. Put stops in place and set alerts. That's why I do not, when Bitcoin's questionable, I do not like leaving a bunch of money in the market. So Elvis is asking, does anyone increase their risk tolerance trading breakouts when it's closer to the apex? Do breakouts upside increase at this point? Okay, Elvis, here's, and this is just a general idea. What will work, and this is when it's always about the weather. And I call it we'll call it the crypto weather. We'll call it the altcoin weather. If it's sunny and Bitcoin is a bullish posture, that means everything, right? That means your bullish setups are going to have a higher percentage rate of success. Let's just say this triangle, right? This is an ascending triangle. If Bitcoin is bullish, normally 64% chance this breaks out to the upside. But if Bitcoin is bullish, it's so much higher. It's so much higher. And what happens with these, and I want you to see this, is you will get a rising channel out of this. Learn how the patterns kind of interchange and work together. If you see parabolas, they are the most sought after trading patterns. Rounded bottoms pay the bills, right? These are good. But again, Bitcoin can spoil the fun. If you see one going down, which I picked up, and that's why I warned, and what I posted was, I don't like the looks of this parabola. And then you got, let me come in here. This is the 1 hour. So this is easy. Like if I'm doing jumping jacks, and this is the easiest short that you could possibly get into. You got, okay, see this volume spike? You guys, the volume is the most important indicator. This is the most important indicator. Let volume be your guide, because it confirms what just happened. You just had a big, huge breakdown. Well, like I say, bounces are not the same as reversals, and you got an oversold RSI, oversold bounce, and you come up here and you put in a shoulder, right? Then you put in a head. Then you have another oversold bounce, and you put in, if you go to the higher term time frames, it's going to clean it up with wicks and whatnot. But the most important thing about this is the lower high. This high is lower than this previous high. That is bearish. This low is lower than the previous low. That is bearish. Okay, so this could easily been drawn as a channel. And then when you get that parabolic, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of Dodge, right? Like that was the biggest short signal there is. And when I tell you Bitcoin bulls must hold this trend line, I mean it's, and then you see those parabolas. You listen, if you just go and you buy when it's altcoin season, if you just go and you hold coins with rounded bottoms, you will make a ridiculous amount of money, and these will be midterm holds, and I'll post them. I'm going to be a lot more vocal about a lot of these trades, but just like back here when we were killing it, right? When we were killing it, It's like here, trade, right? Tons of setups. Trip and I going to town, posting setups. Here, you probably haven't seen much out of me. Trip's been posting some stuff. Trip posted, he got 16% out of a Bitcoin short. He's very good at trading. He's very good at helping me. He's very knowledgeable. He is a huge asset to the trading team, and we all want to help you be successful. And so right now you're looking at a bear flag that really you don't have volume that broke in until, okay, so why am I changing this pattern? You got a little bit of volume right here, right? But it's not this volume. But I don't, when you start getting these parabolas, they just keep rolling over. And it just keeps, now really waiting for futures to open later on. And Bitcoin doesn't look good. But when on the 19th, when I posted, let me go back here. It stops in place. When I start talking about stocks double topping, not good, DXY, double bottom, and stocks get wrecked. Oh, here it is. Be cautious here. In 3, 4, 5 posts, I painted a very bearish scenario. When I put a star, be cautious here, like that, I'm selling. I don't want any part of it. Okay. And so you have to read between the lines. After you've been in this group for a while, you already know this. Go through the new videos that Trip made. There's leverage trading videos. If you are really good at spot, and those have been in the group for a year, they're low leverage, start with 3x, $100, and leverage might be a way to go. I don't trade leverage. I don't need to. Okay, so someone says on the new app, can you have something where an alert goes off when higher than normal volume comes in on different coins? Yes. Working on that. You'll have a Telegram channel that's going to give you the alerts. I'm telling you, we're going all out, and I'm not going to say here's an app that's half done. I want it to be polished. The beta for the app, when we open it up, we just opened it up to about the admins because they're posting a lot of the setups. You guys use the setups in group. Where do I find all the altcoin bangers that go on YouTube? Setups in the group. Picture is basically what we need to see. Right now, you got a breakdown, right, of this rising channel, and you're at support. You don't want this to be a bearish retest. At this point it is. So if you bearish retest this, because it respected this red trend line so well, right? 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 1 touch, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we don't want to see a bearish retest of this. The buyers are going to be here, and there's going to be, this is the textbook area. The buyers are going to be here, but you could get this wick down lower and people will try to jump in, but you don't just buy based on where the price is at. You remember how I taught you to look in for a falling wedge and look for a bullish pattern on the smaller time frames, right? And so that's how you nail the bangers. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna get off here. I appreciate your time today. I can't thank you enough for support, your DMs. When you find a good setup and you send me a DM, that makes it so much faster. You guys give me purpose and able to share the knowledge that's going to change your lives forever. And don't get down on this. Like, if you're not making a tremendous amount of money, it's coming. The next year and a half is going to be the bubble. The bubble is coming. The bubble. Let's go.